Are you guys struggling to get fantasy coins? Well, in today's video, I'm going to be giving you all the best tips and tricks on how to get fantasy coins in every single world. So, for the first area, before you even go over to the portals, what you want to do is just manually click all of them. What I can recommend is putting your pet sending onto single, and then just clicking every single one you see. If you do have fantasy coin pets, then make sure to get them and put them on your team. So once you finish with this, it may take a little while, but you will eventually get there. First world that you will unlock is the ancient world. So if we hop over to the ancient world, there is this temple that you want to climb up, and there will be a chest that spawns. Now, there is really one main problem with this. If there are other people doing it, it's going to be pretty much impossible to be able to get fancy coins. So what you want to do is have your back turned to this chest, and then just pet single and click all of these coin piles. And then once the chest respawns, bam, click the chest when it spawns, and then just continue to do this again. It is going to be more efficient, however you cannot AFK this method. This is more efficient, but a downside is you cannot AFK this method, as you're going to have to manually click every single item. Okay, so you have completed the ancient island, and then the next island you want to buy is the samurai island. So once we go into this island, there are all of these coin piles over here, but you don't want to touch those. These are not needed. What you want to do is come into this little ring around this blossom tree, and then just go around in circles, spam clicking these. This is really efficient, and it boosted the amount of fantasy coins I got really quickly. From one thing, I got 8,000, so what I recommend doing is going in first person mode and then just walking around and clicking everything you can find. You're not really able to go AFK in this world, since there's nothing really automatic that you can do, unless you want to stay in the ancient island and wait longer so you can afford the haunted island. Guys, make sure not to buy the candy island, as it's a complete waste of money. So you want to go into the haunted island, and as you can see, there is one main chest under this little hut, and this gives me an average of 150,000 fancy coins every time I click it. And then everything around it gives an average of 100k. So this is another one that you may consider not being AFK for, but what you can do is sit AFK right here. Make sure to have the camera at the bottom, and then maybe focus in the distance somewhere. So the way to AFK here is put an auto clicker on, go behind the haunted chest, and keep your mouse in a straight direction. Otherwise this won't really work. If they do run out of your kind of line of sight, it's going to be pretty difficult to get them respawn unless someone else is here with you. Or you can just AFK spam clicking this main chest. Now that world should pass pretty quickly, as it's quite effective. The next thing you want to buy is the Hell Island. This island is pretty good. For some reason the chests aren't spawning in my game. I think my server is a bit laggy, so that may be the main reason. But this island consists of two big red chests that you can auto click on. You can face in a straight direction and auto click through both of the chests at the same time. I'll give you a couple pictures of the island since it's not loading in now. So yeah, that island is pretty good, but now onto the most expensive island, the Heaven Island. This is the last island that you're going to be in, and probably the most effective one as well. There are many methods you can AFK in this one, and I'll show you 3 of them. So the first method, and probably the most effective method if you don't have the Heaven Gateway unlocked yet, is just auto clicking in this direction, so you get both of these chests at once. And as you can see, it's given me almost 2 million fancy coins. Now, there is a high chance that there are people doing this at the same time as you. Now, another way to AFK farm in this area is by holding down your arrow key, so you'll be constantly spinning. Put your camera to the ground, make sure to put your mouse just above the ground, and then put something heavy on your arrow key. So I recommend maybe using a phone, or if you have an arm microphone, make sure to use that, as it's really effective. And then you just want to auto click while spinning around. As you can see, this is unlimited and you don't have to wait for the cooldown. However, it's going to take much longer. So this is definitely the second best method of getting fancy coins if you don't have the Heaven's Gate unlocked. And I only recommend doing it if there are 2 people auto farming on these chests here. Now the second one, many of you may think that the best way is just to spam auto click and AFK on this chest here, but I can say that I found a better method and a more effective method to get fancy coins here. So what you want to do is align your camera perfectly here. This may take a few attempts, and one thing I found is you cannot be inside of the chest when doing it. So you want to get your auto clicker up, and let me just wait for this chest to spawn. Okay, so I've asked the guy really nicely just to give me 2 minutes, so I'm gonna have to be relatively quick with this. You want to align this chest here with the one in Heaven's Gate, and then you just want to auto click so that you're collecting both of them at the same time. This has saved me so much time, and if you AFK overnight, then you'll definitely get the 7.5 billion fantasy coins that you need to get into the tech world. I hope this video has helped you guys out, as it's pretty hard to get anywhere and go further in hardcore mode now. Hopefully this Saturday there will be an update. Maybe Preston can help us out a bit and maybe make hardcore mode a little bit easier. And can I just say, the hardcore pets have been debuffed in the normal world, so you can't really farm anything in the normal world now. If you guys want some tips and tricks on how to get coins in that world, make sure to let me know by liking this video and joining my Discord server. There'll be so many giveaways on my Discord server, so make sure to join that. And why does this keep happening? My pets just don't exist anymore. And once again, I hope you guys have all enjoyed today's video, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye.